Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I thought we could test out some makeup products from the store called Miniso. I hope I'm saying that right. And to me, I thought it was just a dollar store, I guess. So I went ahead and Googled it just to make sure. And it says Miniso, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is a Chinese low-cost retailer. They specialize in household and consumer goods, including cosmetics, stationery, toys, kitchenware, da-da-da-da-da. They started popping up like all over the place here in Southern California, and they actually have like some really cool stuff. So I picked up some makeup products. They also have like, I mean, I spilt this, but I got this from there too that just has like a ton of Q-tips in it, like the ones with the point that I love for my makeup. I do have a Miniso, I really hope I'm saying that right. I have a haul from them as well. I will link that in the description box if you want to check that out as well. It's just a really cute store. It's super affordable, like prices range, but nothing in there is like terribly expensive. So if you have one nearby, I highly suggest checking it out. There's some goodies in there. But if you like to see me test out some of the makeup products that I picked up from there, please keep watching. So the only thing I forgot to do was I forgot to keep my receipt. So I have no idea how much any of this stuff costs. I just know it's extremely affordable, so bear with me. The first thing that I have to try out is the Mini Pony Shell Makeup Base. It comes in this box. It says it's a formula with brightening ingredients. Give your skin a luminous glow as bright as a pearl. Leave skin radiant, revitalized, and refreshed. So we're going to be trying this out today. This is what it looks like. So it's a pretty big bottle of primer. I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back. All right. Ooh, okay. So it's like kind of thick. It doesn't smell bad. It has like a clean, fresh scent to it. It feels like it's not really wanting to sink into my skin. It feels like it's kind of just like sitting on top of my skin. But it did leave a nice pink glow. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it did leave a pink glow. It reminds me of this stuff I got. It's like Milky Piggy moisturizer or something like that. I found it on Amazon, and then I saw it in Riley Rose too, that makeup store that's like inside of Forever 21. That's what this reminds me of. But it does feel a little sticky. I kind of like the pink glow, but I feel like I would definitely have to use this with something else. Like I don't think I could just use this by itself for a primer. Like I need like a spray or something more hydrating. Next, I have 3 different foundations. So I figured we could start off with one and then the other ones, because the one thing about the foundations at this store is there's only like 1 or 2 shades and they're pretty fair. So I'm just going to assume that all 3 of these are probably going to be way too light, but I want to try them out anyways. So I guess we'll just start with one and then we'll see what that looks like. And then I'll probably save the other 2 for like a foundation, first impression, wear test, whatever. So let's go ahead and do the Perfect Skin Makeup Foundation. It comes in this box right here. It says instantly brightens the skin tone, refreshing. Let's see. It says create a natural, what? It says create a nature naked look. Even and fit skin is what the back says. And I have the shade 02. So this is what this looks like. Porcelain Skin Anti-Radiation Makeup Base. So we'll see. I'm going to shake it up. I don't know if this is going to work. It's pretty light. You can see. I'm going to try applying it with my Morphe M439 first, but I think, yeah. This is definitely too light for me. Let's see if maybe I can just like blend it out and maybe it'll just even out my skin tone, but yeah. It's a really thin consistency too. I guess we will have to try. Let's try one of the other ones on the other side of my face. So we have these two. We have a CC cream, so it's 12 hours of lasting perfect skin, or we have the Moisture Color BB cream. So since we already tried the Perfect Skin foundation, let's try the BB cream. This is from Natural Plants Moisture Color BB. No idea what the shade is. Actually, I really like this packaging. It's still pretty light, but it's not as light as this Perfect Skin Porcelain Skin Makeup Foundation. I just went ahead and put them side by side. So this is the first one that we tried, which is the Perfect Skin Porcelain Skin Foundation, and then this one right here is the, I can't pronounce this, but this says it's from Natural Plants Moisture Color BB. So let's try that one. Okay, this one's not as light, so I think I'll be able to make this one work. I mean, it's still a little too light for my skin tone, but it's not as light as the first one. It's weird because this is supposed to be a BB cream, and this feels more like a foundation than that first one. Like that first one that said it was a foundation felt like a BB CC cream, and this one that's a BB cream feels like a foundation. So it's kind of like backwards in my opinion. I'm just going to add some over here so it's not so... So that's what it looks like with a brush. I'm just going to add some more of the BB one, and I'm going to use a sponge this time to apply it. I like this. This is like a no-go for me because the shade is like totally off, but I can make this one work for sure. I think. Dip my sponge in there and apply it to the side. Doesn't seem like it wants to really work with the sponge. It's kind of like pulling it off my face. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's not going to work with the sponge, so I'm going to have to use the brush. It like made it super sticky when I tried to use the sponge. And it has kind of like a pink undertone to it. Yeah, I actually like this. I put it on top of this one and it just kind of like maybe I should wipe it off and reapply it. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm just wiping off this side and then I'm going to apply the BB cream. And my face does not do well with makeup wipes. That's why I never use them on my face, because they always turn my face like bright red. So back in with this guy. This has like a slight clean scent to it too, but it's not overwhelming or anything. I actually don't mind this. Kind of like it. My skin's gonna be red for a while though since I used a makeup wipe. It's not terrible. I mean, obviously I like this side better because I had to take this off and reapply it, but this side looks nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and open this one just because I want to see like what the shade is. So this one is the Perfect Skin Porcelain Skin Luminous CC Cream. Moisturizing and refreshing, and it lasts for 12 hours. Oh, I think this one shade might work too. Should we just put that one on too? See that? I guess we'll just apply it on this side too. Why not? I think the shade of that one is definitely better than the other two. It's kind of like pulling the foundation off my face. You can see that. Alright, so out of all three, I like this one the best. This is the from Natural Plants Moisture Color BB. I don't know what the shade this is. And then I think this one would work as well, which is the Perfect Skin Natural Color CC Cream. I think This is in the shade 02 Natural. The one that's definitely not going to work for me is the Perfect Skin Porcelain Skin Makeup Foundation. This is just way, way, way too light. Next, I found this cute little sponge and kabuki brush set. This is what it looks like. It has the pink panther on it. And this brush reminds me of my Essence brush that I really like. So I hope I like this one too. And then it also has a sponge. So this is the brush. It's super soft. This is really cute. I'm just going to compare it to the Essence one. So the Essence one is definitely a little bit more dense, which is what I prefer in like a bronzing brush, which is what I'm probably going to use this for. But I think I'll still like it. We'll see. It's a little flimsy, and then it came with this sponge right here, and this feels really dense. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wet, and then we're going to try this for concealer. So I was just looking at my skin when I was in the bathroom, and this side actually doesn't look terrible in person. I actually quite like it, but this side where I had to like take it off and reapply it, not so much. It doesn't look that great, but this side looks pretty decent. So this feels really flimsy, so I don't know how good it's going to be to apply concealer, but we're going to try it out. But the butt of this I think would be really nice for foundation. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 100.5. And I like it because it has that little tip, but I don't read it, so. So I always like to apply, oh, this concealer's darker than my face, it looks like. Well, I've never had that happen before. I've never used a concealer that was darker than my foundation. So I'm just going to dip this into the concealer just to get some product on the sponge so it doesn't just like automatically soak up the concealer on my under eye. It's not terrible. Like I thought it was going to be like way too flimsy, which it is. I mean, you can see the very tip parts kind of like all over the place, but this, like the base of it is actually nice. This sponge might be really good to bake with, like to bake your nose contour or your under eye, but to blend out concealer it's a little It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. And then I'm just going to use the butt part, get a little bit of product on there, and blend out the rest. I actually don't mind the sponge. I kind of like it, so I might continue to use it. So I have two powders here. I figured we could use one for my face and one for my under eye. So I was just going to see which one I thought would be better for what. So this one right here is the Matte Loose Setting Powder in the shade 02 Nude. This is what it looks like. It says this natural fine powder can modify skin color gently and evenly, creating a semi-matte makeup effect. Then we also have this one, which is the Makeup Beauty Queen Collection Loose Powder. This one's in the shade 01 Luminous Nude. This says naturally textured fine powder, evens out skin tone to finish light face makeup, and a chiffon-like semi-matte effect. Special oil absorbing formulas instantly relieve you from embarrassingly greasy face and smudged makeup. It holds your overall makeup clear and lasting and keeps your skin tender and smooth. Okay. This is in the shade 01 Luminous Nude. And this is what it looks like. So maybe we should use this one for my face and this one for my under eye. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just try it. So I'm just going to add some cream contour real quick because I'm looking pretty pale and I want to add some color back to my skin. So I just used the butt of this sponge to blend out my cream bronzer contour. I used the Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, and I actually really like it to blend that out. So I just thought I would let you guys know. So now I'm going to be trying out the Matte Loose Setting Powder. My under eyes are super finicky, but I want to try both powders. So it does come with a little poof. It does look like there's like a little bit of like a pink tint to it, which I don't mind. Ooh, it feels really smooth actually. I of had high hopes for this powder because it felt so soft when I touched it, but it's actually pulling that BBCC cream off of my cheek right there. You can see that. Yikes. Let's try this side because this side doesn't have all three of the foundation products on it, so we'll see if it's different. Yeah, this side's fine with the matte setting powder, so it must just be because I applied so many of those BBCC cream foundations on this side. But yeah, this side actually looks really nice. I'm just gonna look up close. Yeah, that side looks okay. Like I said, it pulled it from my cheek right here, but this looks alright. Like, I think I could use this. I'm gonna use it to bake my nose contour too. I'm gonna use the sponge. Okay, the sponge is perfect to bake the nose. Now I'm going to use the Queen Collection loose powder. This is the 01 Luminous Nude. I'm going to use this one to set my face. So it also has a little poof. And I'm just going to touch this one too. Ooh. That feels really smooth, like really buttery, and I think there is like a slight sheen to it. So my favorite brush to use to set my face is this Morphe E1. So I'm just gonna swirl it around. Ooh, I think it's gonna alter the shade of my foundation, but I'm just gonna press that in to my skin. I mean, this brush can do no wrong in my eyes. Like, I really like how it sets my face with powder, so if I don't like it, it's not the brush, it's definitely the powder. I really like how this BB cream looks on my forehead. Like, it looks like skin, like really dewy. I think it looks really nice. I think I might actually really end up liking that. And then I just took away the dewiness with the powder, but I don't really see much of like a luminous look to this powder. Can you guys tell? And I feel like it's still making me pretty, like my skin still feels pretty tacky. Like, I feel like I'm having to apply a lot of this. Okay, I think that this Luminous setting powder would be good if you're not trying to completely matte out your foundation. Like, I almost always matte out my cheeks completely with powder because I want my bronzer, blush, and highlight to apply nice and not like chunky, you know what I mean? But if you were using like all cream products and stuff like that and you didn't need to matte out your entire face, I think this powder would be really good. Like, I actually really like it. It doesn't look luminous to me though. I mean, I can kind of see a little something something, but it's not extreme, but it actually made this look really nice. This side is all screwed up, but this looks nice. Like, I actually really like how this looks. This bake and see, oh gosh. Don't bake with this powder. Yeah, it just like clung onto my dry patches. I think, yeah, it did not do a very good job. I mean, I don't actually mind it on my under eye. Well, okay, I'm not gonna even talk about this side of my face because this side of my face is not good. But this side of my face, it actually looks nice on my under eye, the matte powder, but it does not look good on my nose. It kind of just like jacked up my nose. So now I'm going to be trying the Kabuki brush with some bronzer, and I guess I'm just going to use this one. This is the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. This is in the shade Sun Kissed. This is what it looks like. Oh, okay. I actually like this brush. I thought it was going to be like way too flimsy compared to that Essence brush, but this is nice. I really like this brush for bronzer. Next I have a blush to try out. This is from the Queen collection as well, just like the Luminous loose powder. This is in the shade Orangish Red, it says. I think, and I don't know, but I think that the makeup that comes in the black packaging from the Queen collection it definitely costs more than the makeup that comes in that plastic container, like the matte setting powder. I think they have two like kind of tiers of makeup, if that makes sense. So this is what it looks like. It kind of just looks like a MAC compact. You open it up, it's a really pretty shade, and then you can open it up again and there's a mirror and a brush similar to like Physicians Formula. This looks like a really pretty matte shade, so we're going to be trying this today. This is definitely like a shade that I would buy. Ooh, it's really pretty. It's like a peachy pink. It's a little powdery though. It could just be the brush that I'm using. So I only have two things left to try from Miniso, and it's lip products. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some highlighter and some brows, and then I'll be right back and we can try out these lipsticks. You guys, I got to the point where I wasn't even like really hating how my makeup looked, and then I was like, I'm going to set it and I'm going to use this, and I haven't used this in a while, so let's try this. The Milania Make It Dewy Setting Spray. Like, I feel like I just look like a grease ball and it totally ruined my under eyes. Like, this is like half empty, so clearly, I mean, it's like right here. Like clearly I liked it at one point and ouch, like that, it seriously just made me look greasy and it's pulling apart my under eye. Oh, yikes. I definitely don't remember that setting spray doing that. I mean, now that it's kind of dried down on my forehead and my neck, it looks okay, but it totally ruined my under eye. I look so greasy, and like you can really see my like under eye bags too because of this thing. What the heck? So we're just gonna try to look past my under eyes because they're a mess. So I have two lipsticks. I thought these were so cute. These are the Kiss Sweet Kiss lipsticks, long lasting color on your lips, rich moist. I have two shades. This one right here is in the shade 02 Warm Tone. How cute is this packaging? And then it's a little heart shape. Isn't that so cute? I figured I would swatch them for you. They feel a little bit more matte than they do cream, but isn't that gorgeous? That's like the perfect summer color right here. And then this one's in the shade 06 Vintage British. Again, so cute. I love the packaging. Yeah, they're definitely more matte, and then that's the shade of that one. So I think I'm going to go for the coral one today. Just going to quickly line my lips. Okay, although this little heart shape is cute, it's kind of hard to apply. Yeah, I need like a point. You know, like how lipsticks have like a point. This is just, for the price and the shade, I can get over the shape of that because this is really pretty. So that's everything that I have to try out from Miniso. So I'm going to go ahead and go over everything with you guys and let you guys know my final thoughts. So we'll go ahead and start off with the sponge and the brush from the Pink Panther collection. I love this brush and I actually really like this sponge. I'm going to leave them on my desk so I continue to use them. So I definitely recommend picking up these if you're there. Then we have the Kiss lipsticks. Oh, super cute. I definitely recommend these. That color is gorgeous. That is the shade 02 Warm Tone, and I really like the vintage British 06 as well. It was the red one. Like, that is such a pretty, like, summer spring shade. So pretty. Okay, so moving on to the Queen Collection Powder Blush. This is in the shade 01 Orangish Red. This is a really pretty peachy, kind of corally pink shade. I think it's gorgeous. Like, this is definitely something that I would use all the time. It's a little bit powdery for me, but I love the shade of it and I will continue to use it, so I definitely recommend this. Then we have the Matte Loose Setting Powder. I think for the price, it's a really good powder. I think, though, that if you have dry skin, I would probably stay away from this. I have dry skin, duh. But I think if you have oily skin, you would probably really like this powder. It felt really buttery when I touched it. It's just too drying for my dry skin. So if you have oily skin, I would definitely check this out. It's affordable, and I feel like you get like a decent amount as well. Then we have the Queen Collection Loose Powder, the 01 Luminous Nude. This isn't a powder that I would use every day, but if I was planning on using like cream products and I just wanted to lightly set my face, I would totally use this thing. It did leave like a little bit of like a luminous look to my skin, but not a lot. Like, I feel like I can see it, but maybe you guys can't see it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. But I feel like it was just enough, but it wasn't really there, if that makes any sense. Next up, we have the Mini Pony Shell Makeup Base. This is in the shade 0 White. I left like the kind of like pink glow it left on my skin. I kind of liked that, but I didn't like it enough to be like, go buy this. I think that it's not moisturizing, it wasn't very hydrating, and it doesn't claim any of those things, but I'm just telling you like what I look for in a primer. So if you have oily skin and you want kind of like a pink glow, because I thought that was pretty, then I would suggest trying this out. But if you have dry skin, I wouldn't bother with it because it's not moisturizing or hydrating. Next, we have the foundations. So the first one we have is the Perfect Skin CC Cream 12 Hours Long Lasting in the shade 02 Natural. I think I can make this work. It is still pretty fair, but I think by itself I can make it work. So if you're somewhere around my skin tone or lighter, I would suggest trying this out. Seems like it would be nice. The one that I don't recommend unless you're super fair, and honestly, I don't even know even if you were super fair to where you could wear this shade, because I didn't really like how it looked on my skin. So I don't think I would recommend this. This is the Perfect Skin Makeup Foundation in the shade 02. This is the one that I had on this side that just did not look good, so I don't recommend this. This one, however, I kind of want to do like a wear test on. This is the Natural Plants one, Moisture Color BB, and I don't know if it just comes in one shade or what, but I actually really like this one. It also had like the best packaging in my opinion out of all three of them. It looked like this in case you guys forgot. I really like how it looked on this side of my face, which this is the side that I only applied this on and not the side where I applied all three, but I really liked how it made this look. So I would recommend checking this out. Like I said, if you're my skin tone, a little bit lighter. So that's going to wrap up this testing out Miniso makeup products. Let me know if you guys have been to that store and if there's any hidden gems that you would recommend me checking out, or any of the makeup products as well that you like that you want me to check out in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching me test out some affordable makeup products, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.